Hello viewers, in this video we are going to discuss about valence bond theory for coordination complexes. This theory is easy and a simple theory, and it is very useful to find the hybridization, geometry and magnetic moment of the complexes. At the end of this video I can give assurance those who are watching, everyone can get an idea of to find the geometry, hybridization and magnetic moment of the complexes. So this video will be very useful for the aspirants of IIT, JEE, NEET, KVPY and board exam students. Let us go into the topic. Now we see the postulates of VBT. The first one is the ligand metal bond in a coordination complex is covalent in nature. It is formed by sharing of electrons between the central metal atom and the ligand. The second one is each ligand should have at least one filled orbital containing a lone pair of electrons. Third one, in order to accommodate the electron pairs donated by the ligands, the central metal ion present in a complex provides required number of vacant orbitals. So its meaning is the central metal ion should have the vacant orbitals to accommodate the electron which is coming from the ligand. So these ligands and the metal atom or ion sharing these electrons forming coordinate covalent bond. The fourth one is these vacant orbitals of central metal atom undergo hybridization, the process of mixing of atomic orbitals of comparable energy to form equal number of new orbitals called hybridized orbitals with the same energy. Next point is the vacant hybridized orbitals of the central metal ion linearly overlap with the filled orbitals of ligands to form a coordinate covalent sigma bonds between the metal and the ligand. Sixth point is the hybridized orbitals are directional and their orientation in space gives definite geometry to the complex ion. Next one is in the octahedral complexes, if the n-1 d orbitals are involved in hybridization, then they are called inner orbital complexes or low spin complexes or spin paired complexes. If the nd orbitals are involved in hybridization, then such complexes are called outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes or spin free complexes. Here n represents the principal quantum number of outermost shells. Here also there is some limitation. It is applicable only for after D4 configuration, not for D1, D2 and D3 configuration. Next one is the complexes containing a central metal atom with unpaired electrons are paramagnetic. If all the electrons are paired, then the complexes will be diamagnetic. Next point is very important. Ligands such as carbonyl, cyanide, ethylene diamine and amine present in the complexes cause pairing of electrons present in the central metal atom. Such ligands are called strong field ligands. Greater the overlapping between the ligand orbitals and the hybridized metal orbitals, greater is the bond strength. These are the postulates of valence bond theory. Based on this theory, we are going to predict the hybridization geometry of the coordination complexes. Next, we see how sp3d2 hybridization and d2sp3 hybridization gives octahedral geometry. Here you can see different orbitals of the central metal atom. These orbitals are empty orbitals. Empty orbital should undergo hybridization. Here, the principal quantum number varying, so it is the type of n-1 d2 ns np3 type. So these orbitals hybridized together, that is mixed together, it is producing 6 d2 sp3 hybridized orbital having same energy. So these vacant atomic orbitals of metals are hybridized to form a new set of equivalent d2sp3 hybridized orbitals. These d2sp3 hybridized orbitals producing octahedral shape. These octahedral shape point in the direction of 6 silicons. So d2sp3 hybridized orbitals gives octahedral geometry. These complexes are known as inner orbital complexes or low spin complexes or spin paired complexes. In a similar way, we can see how sp3d2 hybridized orbitals are producing. Here the principal quantum numbers are same. So these different shape of the orbitals having different energy hybridized together producing sp3d2 hybridized orbitals having octahedral geometry. So it producing 6 vertex point along the direction of the ligands. So sp3d2 hybridization is also producing octahedral geometry. So these complexes are known as outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes or spin free complexes. Here you can see the octahedral geometry of the shape, octahedral geometry. It gives a clear idea about how octahedral geometry producing 6 corners of the ligands. This is the three-dimensional way of representation of octahedral geometry. But in paper we cannot draw like this, so we can draw like this. The 6 corners are occupied by 6 ligands. So this is the way of drawing the octahedral geometry in 2D shape, that is in paper. I hope this is very informative video for you. Thank you for watching.